Welcome back to Empowerment Library. If you're new here, this channel is all about breaking down powerful books that can transform your mindset and your money. In our last video, we explored the 4-hour workweek, a game changer for escaping the 9-to-5 grind. Today, we're diving into The Richest Man in Babylon, a timeless classic filled with ancient wisdom for modern wealth building. Let's get into the principles that can help you take control of your financial future.
The Richest Man in Babylon is a classic book on personal finance, originally published in 1926. Written in the form of parables set in ancient Babylon, it delivers timeless lessons on wealth building through storytelling. The central figure, Arkad, teaches others how he rose from poverty to become the richest man in the city. The book emphasizes key principles like saving a portion of your income, avoiding debt, investing wisely, and living within your means. Its simple yet powerful ideas make it easy for anyone to understand and apply. Though ancient in setting, the financial wisdom is surprisingly modern. It's not just a book, it's a blueprint for lifelong financial success. The Richest Man in Babylon is structured as a series of parables set in ancient Babylon, each teaching a key financial lesson. Through characters like Arkad and Dabasir, the book shares practical wisdom on saving, investing, and managing money. Its most famous sections, the 7 Cures for a Lean Purse and the 5 Laws of Gold, make the core ideas easy to understand and apply in everyday life.
Chapter 1: The Man Who Desired Gold. Chapter 1 introduces Bansir, a chariot builder in Babylon, who feels frustrated and defeated despite years of hard work. Sitting on the wall of his home, he daydreams about wealth but realizes his purse is always empty. His friend Kabi, a musician, joins him, and they both admit that they work tirelessly but never seem to get ahead financially. This leads them to question why others seem to prosper while they struggle. They agree that simply working hard isn't enough to build wealth. The chapter highlights a common problem: earning money but lacking the wisdom to keep or grow it. Their conversation marks the beginning of a search for financial knowledge. They decide to visit Arkad, known as the richest man in Babylon, to learn the secrets of wealth. This sets the stage for the rest of the book, where ancient principles of money management are revealed. The chapter emphasizes the need to seek wisdom, not just wages, to achieve financial success.
Chapter 2: The Richest Man in Babylon. In this chapter, Bansir and Kabi visit Arkad to learn how he became the richest man in Babylon. Arkad explains that years ago he was just a poor scribe with dreams of wealth. His turning point came when a wealthy man taught him a simple truth: a part of all you earn is yours to keep. From that moment, Arkad committed to saving at least 1/10 of all he earned. Over time, he learned to control his expenses and invested his savings wisely to make his money grow. He warns that without discipline, even high income can disappear. Arkad also emphasizes learning from experienced people before investing. His story shows that wealth isn't a matter of luck, but of wise habits practiced consistently. This chapter lays the foundation for the financial principles that follow. It encourages readers to take control of their financial future, starting with small but steady actions.
Chapter 3: 7 Cures for a Lean Purse. In this chapter, Arkad is invited by the king of Babylon to teach others how to become wealthy. To help the citizens, he shares the 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, which are practical steps to build financial stability. The first cure is to save at least 10% of your income. The second is to control your spending and avoid unnecessary expenses. The third emphasizes investing your savings to generate passive income. The fourth cure warns against risky investments and encourages protecting your capital. The fifth recommends owning your home to reduce living costs. The sixth cure advises securing future income through long-term planning. Lastly, the seventh urges continuous self-education to increase earning ability. These cures form the core financial blueprint of the book. Arkad presents them as timeless, universal principles that anyone can follow to build wealth.
Chapter 4: Meet the Goddess of Good Luck. This chapter explores the concept of luck and how it relates to wealth. Arkad addresses a group of men debating whether luck plays a major role in financial success. Many believe that wealth is simply a matter of being lucky or catching the right opportunity. However, Arkad challenges this idea by explaining that good luck favors those who take swift and wise action. He gives examples of missed opportunities where hesitation led to loss. According to him, luck comes to those who are prepared, alert, and willing to act when opportunity knocks. He teaches that relying solely on luck without effort or planning is foolish. The real goddess of good luck blesses the disciplined and courageous. The lesson is clear. Consistent action and preparation invite opportunity. This chapter shifts the mindset from waiting for luck to creating it through readiness.
Chapter 5. The 5 Laws of Gold. In this chapter, a father named Arkad gives his son Nomacer a bag of gold and a clay tablet inscribed with the 5 laws of gold. He challenges his son to prove his ability to manage wealth before receiving his full inheritance. Years later, Nomacer returns and shares how he lost the gold through poor decisions but later rebuilt his wealth by applying the 5 laws. These laws include 1. Save at least 1/10 of your income, 2. Invest wisely to make money grow, 3. Seek advice from experienced people, 4. Avoid investments that seem too good to be true, and 5. Never trust your money with the unskilled. Nomacer emphasizes that the wisdom on the tablet was more valuable than the gold itself. The chapter reinforces the idea that knowledge and discipline are the true foundations of wealth. Through his journey, Nomacer proves that understanding and applying financial principles leads to lasting success. The 5 laws of gold become a central guide for building and keeping wealth.
Chapter 6. The Gold Lender of Babylon. In this chapter, Rodin, a young spearman, receives a large reward of 50 pieces of gold for heroic service and seeks advice on how to lend it wisely. He turns to Mathan, a seasoned gold lender, who shares his experience in evaluating borrowers. Mathan explains that lending money requires caution and insight, especially into the borrower's character, experience, and ability to repay. He warns that lending to friends or relatives without clear repayment plans often leads to loss and damaged relationships. Through real examples, Mathan shows how gold is safest when lent to those with a solid track record in managing money or business. The chapter teaches that protecting one's wealth is just as important as growing it. Emotional decisions, especially those based on guilt or pressure, often lead to financial regret. Instead, reason, judgment, and experience should guide financial choices. This story highlights the importance of wisdom and responsibility when others ask for your money. Lending can be profitable, but only when done smartly.
Chapter 7. The Walls of Babylon. This chapter uses the story of Babylon's mighty walls as a metaphor for financial protection and security. During an enemy attack, the strong, impenetrable walls safeguard the people within, symbolizing how essential it is to guard one's wealth. The narrator explains that just as physical walls protect a city, wise planning and preparation protect a person from financial hardship. While others feared invasion, the wise citizens felt secure because their city was fortified. The story reminds readers that wealth isn't just about gaining money but also about protecting it from loss. Building walls around your finances, like savings, insurance, and emergency funds, creates peace of mind. The chapter encourages readers to think ahead and defend against life's uncertainties. Financial security comes from steady habits and preparation, not chance. In the same way Babylon invested in its defenses, we must invest in protecting our financial future.
Chapter 8. The Camel Trader of Babylon. This chapter tells the inspiring story of Dabasir, a man who fell deep into debt and slavery, but eventually transformed his life through discipline and determination. Once a wealthy man, Dabasir lived beyond his means, borrowed recklessly, and eventually lost everything. Captured and sold into slavery, he found himself at rock bottom. While enslaved, he reflected on his mistakes and vowed to regain his freedom and dignity by living with purpose and financial responsibility. With the help of a kind mistress, he escaped and returned to Babylon. There, he made a strict repayment plan and approached each creditor with honesty and commitment. Slowly, he repaid every debt and rebuilt his life. The chapter emphasizes that no matter how deep the financial hole, anyone can rise again with courage, planning, and consistent effort. Dabasir's journey is a powerful example of how self-control and accountability lead to freedom and prosperity.
Chapter 9. The Clay Tablets from Babylon. This chapter presents a modern-day discovery. A group of archaeologists in London translate ancient clay tablets found in Babylon. The tablets belong to Dabasir, the former camel trader, and detail his methodical plan to repay his debts. They include his written budget, repayment schedule, and his commitment to live on 70% of his income, saving 10% and using 20% to repay creditors. The translators are amazed at how practical and relevant the advice still is. Dabasir's story becomes a blueprint for people struggling with modern financial issues. The chapter reinforces the power of discipline, honesty, and structured planning in overcoming debt. It shows that these timeless principles are just as useful today as they were thousands of years ago. The tablets serve as historical proof that the path to financial freedom is universal. This chapter ties together past and present, reminding us that smart money habits never go out of style.
Chapter 10. The Luckiest Man in Babylon. The final chapter tells the story of Sheru Nada, a successful merchant who reflects on his journey from slavery to wealth. As he travels with a young companion, Hayden Gula, the grandson of a former business partner, Sheru shares his life story. He explains how hard work, honesty, and a strong work ethic helped him rise from bondage to success. Sheru emphasizes that he didn't rely on luck or shortcuts, but on determination and service. He teaches that success comes to those who earn trust, honor their commitments, and provide value. The story serves as a final reminder that wealth is not just about money but also about character. Sheru's values of integrity, persistence, and learning through labor are presented as the real luck. The chapter wraps up the book's core message. Anyone can achieve prosperity through discipline, courage, and wise action. True fortune, it suggests, favors the prepared and the principled.
The Richest Man in Babylon concludes with timeless wisdom on wealth building, emphasizing discipline, consistency, and financial education. The book teaches that anyone, regardless of income, can achieve prosperity by saving at least 10% of their earnings. It reminds us that wise investments, avoiding debt, and continuous learning are the keys to financial freedom. Through Babylonian parables, the author shows how ancient principles still apply in today's modern world. Wealth is not built overnight but through steady and intentional effort. The stories of Arkad and others highlight that patience and action go hand in hand. Self-control and long-term thinking are essential for success. Generosity and responsibility toward family and community also play a crucial role. Ultimately, the book empowers readers to take charge of their financial destiny with confidence and purpose.
Thank you for watching this summary of The Richest Man in Babylon. We hope its timeless wisdom inspires you to take real control of your financial journey, starting today. If this helped you shift your mindset around money, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Empowerment Library. We break down books that build better minds and better lives. Up next, we're diving into Think Again by Adam Grant, a powerful guide on why changing your mind might be the smartest thing you ever do. It's about rethinking your beliefs, challenging assumptions, and staying intellectually flexible in a fast-changing world. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.